Okay, so the first step to taking apart your controller is using your prying tool on this black plastic piece. So essentially, all you have to do, be careful with this because you don't want to jab yourself, you just have to wedge your prying tool in between the plastic of the controller and this black plastic. This is harder because I haven't done it on this controller before. So you're going to want to wedge it like that, and then just kind of get it up. And you see, like, it'll just open up right there. And you're going to want to do the same thing on the other side. And then this is very easy. All you want to do is raise both sides and just take this plastic piece off. It'll look like that. Whatever color it is, maybe it's not black for you. This is what it'll look like, so just set that aside. And then our second step is going to be taking the bottom off the guns. Controller. I do a lot of airsoft repair stuff, so I'm used to saying gun. Okay, so first thing first, you have screws back here. I'll show you one right here. You're going to want to save that for a minute. Don't unscrew those right away. First, you're going to want to pop these buttons out, and oh, my hand's in the way. So you're going to want to grab your screwdriver and kind of wedge it out, like so. Ooh, that was not a good wedge. I only got one side of it. Hold on. Ooh. This guy's being tough. Hold on. Ooh, man. Okay, so you should not have as much trouble as I just did. That should come out very easily. Try to center. Here, let's try it again on R1. So center your screwdriver like that. Yeah, see that was much easier, and then just take it out. That one was a lot easier, so make sure you're centered. So first, you can see we have a screw right here. So let me get in there. And also, they might not be black. This is a first edition controller. Because I got a Gen 1 ps5, this is a first edition controller. So they're silver on the newer ones, so it's easier to take apart because the black ones are, you know, harder to see. Doesn't really change anything. So when you take these out, all these screws in the gun are the same. Sorry, not the gun. In the controller, all the screws are the same size. So now we're going to take out the back right here. So all the screws are the same size, so just keep them in a pile. And oop, that's a very bad angle. Let's see if I can get a better. I kind of can. Yeah, so just keep all of your screws in a pile. Try to keep them on a towel or something so you know they don't roll away. I will show you my setup in a minute. I might not be able to show this one on camera. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So just keep all your parts kind of close to each other. Like I have right here, you can see I have my 4 screws right there, my R1 and L1, and my, I don't know what to call this, the front cover, I guess. Okay, so now this is going to be the hardest part if it is your first time taking apart one of these controllers because they have a snap system. Okay, so first what you're going to do, you have these two snaps right here. You are just going to want to unclip these like so. You can bend them whatever, like that. Just leave them bent, it doesn't matter, you can bend them back or whatever. Okay, so now you're going to go on each side. Hold on, let's see if I can get a better angle there. Okay, so you're going to go on each side, and you're going to take your prying tool. I go from right here because this is the easiest. Just pry up. Make sure it disconnects. Oh, I didn't have to do it on the other side. You will probably have to do that on the other side. So that takes the bottom off. This doesn't have any electronics on it. This isn't anything. This is just foam. So just set that in your pile. Your pile should look like this. 4 screws, 2 buttons, cover, and bottom cover. Okay. So now we have kind of the... Okay, hold on. Let me move my towel. Now we have the internals of the controller. So what you're going to want to do from here, this is when you're going to want to make use of your pliers. This you have to be very careful. This right here, you grab the very top plastic part. Oop, slipped. Might take you a couple tries. It's kind of slippery, and these pliers don't really, they can't get a fantastic grip on it because of how small this is. Just gonna want to grab that, pull it out just like that, and try to be gentle. You don't want to rip this. Of course, this is just your internal microphone, so if you have a headset, it doesn't really matter, but you still don't want to rip it. Okay. Now you're gonna take this off. Don't unplug it or anything. Just move it to the side. And then you are going to be introduced to this guy right here, this screw right here. Again, the silver ones are a lot easier to see, but there's a screw right there. So you are just going to unscrew that. Put that in your pile. You should have 5 screws now. And don't take this black plate off. You just need to unscrew that. Okay, now you have one of these on each side. Have a little guy right here. So what you're going to want to do is unscrew him like so. There you go. Oop, sorry about that squeak there. Alright, and then you have this screw right here. It's in the same location, just on the opposite side. Let me get a better grip there. Okay. And you are just going to unscrew this. Okay, so you should have 7 screws, and that's all the screws you're going to have to take out. So now, you should, this is how I do it, you don't have to do it the same way. I flip it over, like this, and then just kind of, you might have to pry a little bit, just kind of lift this up, and open it like a laptop. Okay, and make sure you're being careful. Make sure you're being careful while you do this, because as you can see, these 2 buttons right here fell out. Those are super easy to put in. These are your options and your share button. They're super easy to put back in. You don't have to do anything special to them. So I'm going to put those back I'm gonna put those over with our parts. So right now, your parts should be looking like R1, L1, 7 screws of the same variety, options and share button, front cover, back cover. Okay. So now, if you have any button problems, you are going to want to grab your lens cleaning wipe and just gently wipe this down. This is a sensor board, so it senses your buttons when you press them. So all you have to do is gently wipe that down if you're having button problems. And if that doesn't fix it, then it's probably something up here where the actual buttons are. I'll go over that in another video, but today we are just going to be showing you how to fix your stick drift. So what you're going to want to do right here is gently pull up. Well, not gently, you're going to have to get a little grip. Just pull these off right there and put those by your parts. You just, yep, okay. So then let's move this aside for a second, or other way. Okay, so now what you're going to want to do is grab your isopropyl alcohol and put some on your cloth and squeeze it off a little bit so it's not too drenched. And then when you move this over, what you're going to do is just move this and brush it around. Like, oop. Just brush it around like that. You can also squeeze some in, move it around, move to the next one, wipe it everywhere, squeeze some in, move it around, and we're done there. Okay, so now what we're going to do, grab these, your joysticks, and you are going to have to, you can see this isn't just like a straight hole. You're going to have to line it up with these right here. You can see it's kind of more of a, you know, like an egg shape. So you are going to want to just put it on, kind of slide it around, and then once you get it fit, push down, move it around, make sure it doesn't come off. Okay, we're good there. Do the same thing over here. Okay, we're good. So now, what we are going to do is flop this down. Okay, and before you screw it back in, let me turn this over. And wow, hold on one second. Maybe this will work. I'm just gonna grab a glove, wipe this. We got some oil on the table. We don't want to get that on the outside because it'll muck it up. It'll dirty it up. So you can see this kind of gets trapped inside this little cord here. So you're gonna want to pry that out like so, and then press it down like you would normally. Make sure, oh, one thing we almost forgot is the buttons, the options and share button. I almost forget that literally every single time. Okay, so now just do, you know, open it like you had it. And it doesn't, they're both identical buttons, so it doesn't matter which order you put them in. Move that up a little bit, but you are going to want, they're both identical, so all you have to do is, oh, sorry about that. It's a little tricky, let's see, oh shoot. Oh well, okay. So middle button came out. That's fine. That might happen. We can put that back on pretty easily. So you just slide your options button like that. Just slide your share button like that. And then you're good to go. Okay. So now what we have to do is connect this, get that through there. So I'm just gonna okay, that was very, very easy. Okay, so just snapped in like that, and then you are going to want to don't close it this way so your buttons don't come out. Okay, and again, this cord, this guy right here, wire, he tends to like to hide. So make sure you have everything aligned. Looks like I do. Just push it down. Okay. Now you are going to start screwing, putting the screws back in, putting it back together. This is a lot easier than taking it apart. So in the middle, you're going to take one of your screws, put it in here, screw it in. Right, oh, where is it? Right here. And I don't know if you can see that actually. Oh yeah, there it is. I just have to hold it right there. You're gonna want to put one screw. And screw them until they're tight, guys. It will not mess with your controller at all. Screw it until it's tight. Other side, same spot right here. Grab a screw, screw it on, or in, not on. Okay. Now we are going to reconnect this wire. So what you're going to want to do is you have to put it into this plug, kind of. So what you're going to do is just take it, let's see if I can get a better angle on that. I'll try to use pliers. So all you're going to do is just get it in there, like so. Push down. There we go. It's connected. Push on it with your finger gently to make sure it's all the way in. Inspect it a little bit to make sure it's all the way in. This guy is all the way in, so we're good. Okay, now we're going to put this back on the black plate. That's loose. Don't worry about that. That is always loose. Okay, now we're going to put the bottom plate on. So what you're going to want to do is get it from the front like this, and you are going to want to line it up with the front like so, and then just, there we go. It is now together. So now what you need to do, take one of your remaining 4 screws. Hold on, I grabbed the wrong screwdriver. One of your remaining 4. Screw it in here. Oh, I'll screw with my left hand so you guys can see it. Like that. And then you're going to want to do the same thing on the other side. Like that. And then you're going to want to grab your buttons. These are not interchangeable, so be careful with these. You can see right there, it says R1, so this will go on the right. It goes like this. Just kind of fit it in. Hold on. Like that. Click both of the buttons to make sure they are inserted correctly. Okay, now we have right here. Grab this, insert it, press it a couple times, press L2, all right. We are good there. So, now we are going to put screws in here. Grab one of your remaining 2 screws. Put one, oop, missed it. Put one in here. Okay, I'm gonna have to screw with my left hand again to show you guys. Just screw it back in right here. Then take your last screw and put it in. Oop. Put it in here. Like that. And then all we have to do is put the top back on. So you are going to want to wedge it like this. Push it up, push down, down, down here. Oh! Our clips were protruding too far out. Right here are clips. So press those back in. Okay. Now, just clip that. Clip everything back. Okay, make sure it's all clipped. Okay, so we are good, and you should not have any auto scroll or button problems whatsoever. So, yeah, you're going to want to do this about every 2 to 2.5 months. Just, you know, whenever you get auto scroll, or stick drift, my bad. Whenever you get stick drift, just, you know, redo this, rewatch the video if you need a walkthrough of it, and that's it. I hope this helped. I hope this helped. If it did, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to. If you don't have to, because I don't care. And I'm sure you don't either. I would appreciate it if you did, though. And if it didn't fix your controller, or if you want me to do another video like this looking at another problem for perhaps a PS4 controller or a different problem for the PS5 controller, leave a comment and I'll get back to you and I'll get working on that. Anyway guys, I hope this helped you. I hope you enjoyed it, and see ya.